All right, last one.
Yeah, I saw this. I didn't read too deep into it. I know that before this was mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
You heard about that one?
On another very high caliber painting.
Yeah, I can't remember who the artist was, but it was mashed potatoes and a protest in an art gallery. And then eventually it got to the guys in, there we go. Okay. Monet. It was mashed potatoes on Monet in Germany. Those are very liquidy mashed potatoes.
Yeah. And then the super glue thing again.
The super glue again. People are starving. People are freezing. People are dying. We're in a climate catastrophe. And you're afraid of tomato soup. I thought it was mashed potatoes.
I think this was the same speech as they did before.
Oh.
With the Van Gogh painting.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, I think they default to a speech that's all the same.
Interesting.
But yeah, I don't want to play too much, but they did it with the Porsche.
Yeah, okay, so then you had to, I think it's a separate group. I don't know if it's the same group or not. But they glued themselves to the floor of the Porsche museum. However, the staff simply left, turning off the heat and lights rather than calling the police.
Yeah, they look so miserable.
That's an interesting move. They're like, yeah, you can sit there. They're like, is your hand glued to the floor? That's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Climate change activists protesting industries and governments had a busy summer in Europe. A relentless outfit called Just Stop Oil in the UK has created disruptions everywhere from major highways to the British Formula One Grand Prix. And more recently, they threw tomato soup on Van Gogh painting at the National Gallery in London. Across the channel, the Tour de France cycling race was forced to pause during several stages by climate activists who'd glued themselves to the road. Over France's eastern border, a group called Scientist Rebellion took the sticky route when 9 members glued their hands to the floor of the Porsche pavilion at Volkswagen's Autostadt Museum in Wolfsburg on Thursday. They had several requests. Among them, support for capping the maximum speed on German highways to 100 kilometers per hour, hastening VW's moves to lower its carbon emissions, canceling the debt and interest payments owed to VW by the Global South, and pressure the government to comply with our demands. I guess they weren't very responsive. I'm talking about VW. Mm-hmm. Instead, staff at the VW museum ignored the playbook. Instead of calling Wolfsburg police immediately, staff recognized the right to protest, then closed the pavilion for the evening and left, turning off the light and heat as they walked out. I wonder how long they hung out after that with the glue and such.
They should set up a webcam.
The most recent post of the outfit's Twitter page at the time of writing said police had arrived in the morning to arrest everyone.
It was filled with feces and piss.
The police then took action against the other activists Friday. Criminal proceedings were initiated for trespass. So it was the bathroom problem. Once you're glued there, then you're...
I guess hunger wouldn't be an issue.
Hunger you can go for a while. When you gotta go potty, you gotta go potty. And with the hand glued there, I guess you're doing it nearby in front of your pals. And
right. Awkwardly as well.
I don't know. It's for the cause, Will. So
why did they put their hand on the car?
Well, I don't think you want to ruin this. A nice GT3 right there. I don't know.
So they do have standards.
Why,
And
I would say in about 15 years, each one of these, they're going to be driving something like that around,
Yeah.
15, 20 years, Yeah. Well, maybe not, probably, now that I think about it. It's a GT3, so they're just not. Maybe one of the four. One of the four is going to reevaluate. That's your guy?
I'm going to choose this guy.
You're betting on him. Okay, so guy on the left, he's going to be tremendously successful.
They all look the same, eh? They all have mustaches, beard,
Will,
same kind of haircut.
you better watch it, Will. You better watch it, all right? You're heading into a dangerous territory.
No.
You understand?
Yeah, pull me
They're
down.
climate activists, all right?
All right, yeah.
Everybody knows that. What do you like? Protest the car museum or tomato soup on the painting?
Which one do I like?
Which one do you think is more effective?
Probably the painting.
Yeah.
Although they're protected
Yeah.
behind glass or whatever.
Yeah.
It's useless.
Oh, okay.
It's not hurting the painting is what
All right. Listen, we're just some guys on the internet in the world. We see the things we see. We do the things we do.
we do.
We make the changes we make. We try to fit it all in. And try to help everybody coexist however possible. And who knows? Maybe this is the program in the future. You just leave and turn the lights off, and maybe people come to their own conclusions.
Yeah, they'll figure it out.
And just need a little time. Mm-hmm. Or we'll figure nothing out. And that's the thing. That's fine too.
All right, yeah.
Some things we'll never know. Some things will be beyond the scope of our comprehension and beyond the scope of our lifetimes.
Except for Sad Guru. He knows.
No, he knows. You know what? Go ask him.
Yeah.
We can send Mike Tyson to ask him.
Okay.
All right. Later, guys.